This motion will cost the council £0 and 0 pence to implement. It will not require the implementation of any immediate action or new policy. So you may well ask, why bother? Well, it strongly aligns with our climate ambitions and aims as set out in our climate policy. It reaffirms our own commitment as a council to be proactive in tackling climate change. It sends a strong message to government in the year that the UK is hosting the COP21 talks. The local electricity bill is sponsored by 12 cross-party MPs. This includes, as one would expect, Caroline Lucas of the Green Party, but also MPs from Conservative, Labour, Lib Dem, Plaid Cymru and the Scottish National Party. The bill itself would give electricity generators the right to become local suppliers and make it financially viable to do so, thus enabling communities, including councils, the ability to develop and build locally generated energy and sell it to the local community. At present, local energy cooperatives have to sell energy to the national grid, and consumers have to buy through a utilities company that purchases from the national grid. The cost of setting up a utility company to draw from the national grid costs millions. This bill would enable local suppliers to provide energy under licence directly to their customers. These measures would ensure local economies would be more energy resilient, would provide locally skilled jobs would be created, and our energy supply would be more secure. Checking on the website this morning, there are now 258 MPs signed up as supporting the bill. 67 county, borough and district authorities, including Mole Valley in Surrey, 327 parish and town councils, as well as 421 local organisations, such as Sustainable and Transition Towns, energy cooperatives, the Surrey Chamber of Commerce and NALC, the National Association of Local Councils. I am therefore requesting your support for this motion regarding the local energy bill. Passing the motion requires us to do nothing other than make a declaration, but as previously stated, it enhances our position as a proactive council which stands firmly by its climate commitments. Thank you.
I'd like to invite members to discuss the motion and make any comments. Do any members wish to speak? Councillor Bates.
Yes, thank you, Madam Mayor. I'm going to be very quick, actually. I think this is a very good motion. I think this it's been quite rightly highlighted by Councillor Galliford. This is a cross-party initiative, and as she says, it's 258 MPs from across the political spectrum. And I think, in my view, this is exactly the kind of progressive policy that we should be looking at as a council. So I'm pleased it's coming forward. I'm pleased that it has the support nationally. I hope it has the support of everybody here. I'm pleased there are a number of Labour MPs as well, as there are from all parties supporting this measure. It seems to be a very sensible, progressive measure. I'm more than happy to support that without any reservation or any amendment. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Is there any other members wishing to speak? Right. Councillor Rise.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I've not got much to say, as I believe Councillor Galliford addressed most of it, but I am very pleased to second Councillor Galliford's motion. And as Councillor Galliford highlighted in her remarks, this bill is not one that will cost this council any money, but it will be a clear signal from our council that we support the intention of the local electricity bill that is currently securing great support in Parliament from all political parties. And it will also be a clear signal of this council's continued commitment to tackling the climate emergency. With the recent approval of the Climate Action Plan by the Executive, this council has put in place a strong framework for Action Surrey Heath to meet its commitments in the climate emergency motion. And by signalling support for this bill, we will be taking steps forward in our own climate action plan through encouraging local energy generation. As already mentioned, this bill has already secured support across many political parties in the House of Commons, notably all the parties represented in this chamber as well. And alongside other Surrey councils and organisations, this bill has already been supported by 2 Surrey members of Parliament, Jonathan Lord in Woking and Jeremy Hunt in South West Surrey. So it's already achieving great support. It's also secured the support of Mole Valley District Council and the Surrey Chamber of Commerce. I believe that if we were to pass this motion this evening, we will not be the last Surrey council or organisation to support this campaign. As Councillor Galliford made it clear in her remarks, the current process is very cumbersome for local and district energy producers, and this bill would make it much easier for them to proceed. That could potentially revolutionise the way energy creation works across this country. So I'm very pleased to second this motion, and I hope it will pass with complete support in this chamber. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Wise. I can't see Councillor Mansfield, but I also can't. I understand you wish to speak, Councillor Mansfield.
Can't see me, goodness me, I'm here. Yes, I'm afraid actually Councillor Rise has really taken the wind out of my sails, what he said. I fully support it. I fully support everything that's been said also by Councillor Galliford. The essential thing is Councillor Rise, from obviously his involvement in the climate change group, leading that. I think this fits in very well. So I certainly fully support it. Excellent, excellent.
Thank you, Councillor Mansfield. Any other councillor wishing to speak? Councillor McClafferty.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Again, just very briefly, I would say this is an excellent motion. It's well written, it's well thought through. It's exactly the kind of thing that this council should and I'm sure will be supporting. I'm more than happy to support particularly the items about writing to MPs, and I would encourage other people. The more they get in the proverbial letter bag, the post bag, then the more they're likely to support it. And I've already contacted our MP to make sure that he knew that this motion was being put before the council today and that we would be supporting it wholeheartedly. I'm very happy to support the motion. Thank you.
Councillor Galliford, would you like to exercise your right to reply?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Just to say, obviously, I'm extremely delighted that everyone is able to support this evening. And it is really to reiterate, you know, how our own commitment to our climate policies and to give a very strong message to, well, the whole of the country, really. So thank you very much.
Thank you, members. Thank you, Councillor Galliford. Now I'd like to move to the vote on the proposal. I'm going to suggest a show of hands if members are happy. Could you please show your hands for those in favour of Councillor Galliford's motion? Thank you. That's unanimous, members. So I declare that that was a unanimous vote.